Once again, here we are, masters of the universe. Oh, what the fuck? Anyway, hi. Once again, you probably. Oh no. Oh yeah. First of all, there's probably game footage showing in this video. It might be of a game that you don't want to see gameplay of, in which case, don't watch. Just look away or scroll down or something. Because other than that, this video is just audio anyway. Yeah. And also, if you're seeing this video, you might still have time to ask questions, so there'll be a link in the video description to the original video where you can ask your questions if you haven't yet, because I think this is going to be 3 parts in total. Yeah, in fact, yeah, pretty much it is going to be. Maybe, probably. So quick, go! There's only one more video coming after this, I think. And now, on with the video. Welcome back, fellow lackeys or something, I don't know. We are continuing from where we left off. The last person to have their question answered was Hamish124. Yeah. The next person is X headphone silence. Well, what use is headphones if they're silent? Alright, first question. What are your thoughts on PewDiePie? Well, I don't personally like PewDiePie. I personally think it's a bit strange, and, well, I don't know. It's strange that he's like the most subscribed person on YouTube to me, and I find him extremely obnoxious. But in the end, I don't have anything against anyone, really. I mean, YouTube, what? I don't know what just happened with the sound recorder. YouTube is free for all, so if he enjoys doing that, and if people enjoy his videos, obviously he's doing something right, so good for him. But I personally don't like it, and it's obnoxious to me. Second question, and what is your favourite band? Rock and Donkey. No, wait, that's my band, it's crap. Well, I don't really know, because I don't listen to music lately, really. Except for the rare occasion that I suddenly get an urge to listen to a certain band again. I think I would probably, at the moment, no, I don't know. For a long time it was Sonata Arctica, but I think I've kind of gone off that a bit, at least at the moment, at the time I'm recording this. But not so much at the moment, but I think if I had to choose one favourite band that I have liked more than any other, and more consistently, I guess I'd probably still say System of a Down, because they're like, I never really stopped liking their music. I never listened to it so much that I went off it, despite the fact that I don't really want to listen to it either lately. But I don't know, I just think that band is consistently enjoyable to me. So yeah, System of a Down. Next person, Uzi Idiot. If you could cuddle any dragon, who would it be, and how do you think they would react? Well, that would be a toss-up. All over the floor. No, not that kind of tossing up. If that even is a term for throwing up, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it'd be between Yoshi and Spyro, depending on if you consider Yoshi a dragon. Because in the games in one of the games or something, he's apparently considered a super dragon or something, or that's what he calls himself. And also the Yoshi coins are called dragon coins, I think. I personally don't consider Yoshi a dragon. He's a dinosaur with a giant nose, so he's a dinosaur. I'm proud of that, actually. I wonder if anyone's thought of that before, probably. Yeah. So I guess it would be Spyro. And how would he react? He'd probably burn me to try and get the butterflies that are in my stomach at the time, because of that saying, it's when someone's got butterflies in their stomach, it's like they're shy or something, and I am quite shy, believe it or not. Believe it! Oh god. And then after he burns me, he would do a stupid laugh, which goes, you're toast. No! Well, after you beat Nasty Knock, he just has a really dodgy laugh. Sounds like Bart Simpson, and I hate Bart Simpson, so Spyro can go F himself. No! Well, he probably can, being a dragon, but, you know, anyway. Next person, Afik Anwar. I don't know. That was probably a bad pronunciation, so yeah, sorry for that. Hey Paul, ever considered recording yourself and another person, Alcadero or maybe Rejects or Ghostwalker, playing games again just like in Combined Gaming, which has long been abandoned now? It's been a while since I watched some co-op goody goodness. Goody goodness? Or maybe you're just not into co-op anymore? While recording, of course. Well, actually, hopefully he doesn't mind me announcing this now, but pardon me, me and Rejax are planning to, well actually I think the channel is made right now, but I guess we're probably not going to give it out until we actually start posting stuff on it. But we plan to start our own channel of co-op stuff. And actually, if you watch the first questions and answers video thing of me answering the questions, that footage was me and him playing Trine 2, and yeah, some of that had co-commentary on it, and that video with the co-commentary should be uploaded on this video at some point as kind of a preview of what we plan to do. So yeah, keep a lookout for an announcement of that, because it should be fun. But other than that, I wouldn't do any co-op videos with anybody else now, just Rejects. And second question, hope you're doing well and keep making oh wait, that's not a question, it's just got a question mark at the end. It would be quite upsetting for me if you suddenly stopped uploading video, you know? That's the question. Well yes, I do know, because you just told me. But yeah, that's good to hear. It makes me happy that there are people out there who my videos still mean a lot to, even if there are less of you these days. No matter how few of you there are, it always means a lot to me that you still look forward to my videos. Next person, WolfGuy161. Would you ever consider to let me build you a super high-end gaming PC? Well, as glorious as it would be to have a super high-end gaming PC, you're probably halfway around the world, and I don't know how it would get here. But, you see, that's the trouble though. I don't like giving out my address on the internet because it's a bit dodgy. Not to say I don't trust you, because I have no reason not to, really. But at the same time, the internet is a dodgy place to give out your home address. But at the chance of getting a free super high-end gaming PC, the risk would be less than the reward. But I don't know. I just have trouble with, I don't know, I'm just scared of internet people coming to my house and finding me and bringing a Microsoft building with them, and then I'll have to start my giant adventure to stop Bill Gates from destroying my street. Oh, what? Oh. So yeah, I'd probably consider it, so I guess yes is the answer, but to be honest, I really don't know if I'd want to give out my address, even for the chance of getting a computer. Moo! Next person, Shadow Ash 7 or Shadow Wash 7. Wash yourself in the shadows. Yourself? What the hell? 1. Who's your favourite Final Fantasy character? Squall from Final Fantasy 8, I think anyway. Or it might be Red 13. No, probably not actually, because he's just mouldy. In fact, I will one-up your question, or whatever the saying would be. My favourite male character is Squall. My favourite female character? I don't know actually. Maybe Tifa, but that's kind of an obvious choice, I don't know. And no, not because of the giant boobs, because I don't like giant boobs. No, actually I don't know, I'll just stick with Squall. I've always found Squall to be cool, and I've always wanted his jacket. In fact, yeah, if I went to like conventions and stuff of anime characters or game characters and stuff, I'd probably go dressed as Squall, because it would be interesting and funny and cool, as long as I get a fake scar on my forehead and not a real one. 2. If you had one weapon in a game, what would it be? I assume you mean like one weapon from a game in real life, as in like if I could take a weapon from a game and have it in real life. Off the top of my head, I probably think of like the ice power in Hexen 2. I don't remember what it was. I think it was some kind of staff that did it. I don't remember. But basically there was some weapon that freezes enemies, and that's just a really fun memory that I have of old gaming times. Of gaming times in general, that's one of the most fun memories I have in Hexen 2. Like in the first level I'll just go around freezing everything and smashing it. Although I'm not saying I'd want it in real life so I could go around and smash people, because no. But that's the best answer I can think of, really. There's a lot of cool weapons. Well, I'd choose that because freezing stuff is funny and fun. But for like sheer awesomeness of having it on my wall and looking cool, I don't really know. And number 3, do you plan to do a playthrough of my my favourite Final Fantasy game, which is number 9. I do indeed at some point plan to live stream it, just like I did with 7 and 8, which means it'll eventually be over on Piece of Pie Live. So, yeah. And, yeah. And nothing. But it'll probably be quite a while before that starts. I don't really stream much lately anymore. But someday, it's a plan. Right, next person. Sky CE9A. Questions. What's your favourite type of biscuit? Oh, I've lost track of the pause button. So, yeah, I keep pausing the recording so I can think. Probably shortcake biscuits or shortbread, whichever one it's called. I think it's shortbread. Yeah, it's very tasty. It's tasty! But then there are so many biscuits, like chocolate covered digestives, and yeah. But I think shortbread is like the most addictive. No, I don't know. Lots of biscuits are addictive, but shortbread would be like my go-to if I could have anything. 2. Who's your favourite superhero? I don't know, because I don't like superheroes very much. I don't care about Batman or Superman or Spider-Man. Hate Spider-Man. Well, not really, not any more or less than any others. So, yeah, I can't really answer that because I don't know shiz about superheroes, really. I probably know more about Batman just from watching the Arkham games being played by my partner. Why did you pause before saying my partner? I don't know. Then again, I guess of those 3 that I can think of, I'd probably be more interested in Superman, maybe. At least in watching the shows or something, than I would be in watching Batman or Spider-Man. Yeah. And 3, eaten any pies lately? No! I could have though. I could always buy some pies, but I just haven't. So no. I've been eating plenty of pizzas though, because I'm fat and don't care about my heart. Oh, I do actually. Right, next person. Mad Finnish Gamer 38. He's mad and he finishes gaming. 38 times. If you had a hobby outside of gaming, what do you think would be your thing, quote unquote? What do you mean, if I had a hobby outside of gaming? I do. I suppose mainly I would love to be able to animate better and stuff. I would love it to be easier as well, because when I am in the mood to animate, I really enjoy it. I like finishing projects and displaying them to the world, like back in the day when I finished animations and put them on Newgrounds. It was always exciting seeing what people thought. Like the Virus Bloke 2 animated, interactive animated series. That got some really good scores, I think. And I really enjoyed making them and then playing them again later. So yeah, probably animation. It's just it takes so long for me and it's so kind of tedious that I lose interest too easily. Yar. That is of course if making games doesn't count as outside of gaming. Because if it does count as outside of gaming, then making games is obviously my biggest hobby. But yeah. Next person. Pardon me? That person, oh no. If you had to live in any game universe, oh not this again, which one would it be and why? I think most of the time, or I think the previous times I've been asked this, I've just said Oblivion. I suppose now I'd probably say Skyrim, because the Argonians in that one just look, oh! Just as soon as I start my life in the world of Skyrim, I'd run off to the dungeon and find Dirk Ethos and we would get married, and he'd call me his dear every day, in every way, and make me home-cooked meals, which he just pulls out of his rectum. Oh! Anyway! But then realistically I probably wouldn't want to live in Skyrim because it's full of bandits and evil twats. Not to mention fat, smelly wyverns I was going to say dragons, but they're not dragons. Well, wyverns are a type of dragon, but anyway. It's a dangerous land. But then, all video game worlds are dangerous, aren't they? Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a game, because it would be safe all the time. So yeah, probably Skyrim, not Oblivion anymore. Oh, the Argonians are sex on you. Next. Wait, did I say who that was? That was Arvind Sami. Next person. Darbian, 1995. Did you enjoy having more subscribers like last year, or do you prefer how your channel is now? Well, in the end, I'm not really bothered by having a high or low subscriber count. Even if I had less than 1,000 subscribers these days, I would probably still be doing this, as long as it's fun for me and as long as some people enjoy it and comment and stuff. Because I do mainly do it for... I mainly do it because it's fun for me, and I also mainly do it for the comments because I like feedback and stuff, and I like getting involved with the community in some ways. But I certainly do miss my channel being more active. Like, my videos used to get far more views and comments, and now they don't get that many anymore. So it is a bit saddening, but in the end I'm still happy to have what I have. I still have more than I expected I would when I started this nonsensical cheese. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed having more activity, but I don't mind it how it is now, really, in the end. Next person, SomcoTH, as in Somco the Hedgehog. 1. What are your thoughts on old and new games? Well, I guess I kind of answered this earlier, like in the first part of the answers, in which someone asked me if I don't like how games have been casualized and stuff. But my thoughts are, old games seem to be typically harder in general, and new games tend to be a bit easier and more accessible and stuff, or something. Yeah, something like that. But me personally, I didn't really have much experience with old games, like on consoles and stuff. I never had a Nintendo. My first console was a PS1, and by then games were like getting advanced already. So it's kind of hard for me to get into old games these days, so I can't really have a perfect opinion. But I have no problem with new games in general. I think they're overall fun and look cool, even though I'm not. I got interrupted, where was I? Oh, yeah, new games. I don't care that much about graphics, but I still have fun with new games, whether they're more casualized or whatever. But again, I can see what people are getting at when they complain about how new games are in comparison to old ones, but I don't know. Like I say, I personally enjoy either way. Although, you certainly can't beat a nice bit of good old Mega Man. Oh yes! No, it's not supposed to be orgasm because Mega Man is sexy. He's not. They're just awesome games. Well, I love 9 and 10. Although I can certainly appreciate that there are a lot of good old games as well, I just don't play enough of them, so I never get into them that much. Anyway, yeah. Number 2. Would you get a Nintendo 3DS or a Wii U? And if yes or no, why? I'm not in a big rush to get either of them. I guess I would like both of them, but... well, yeah, I would. I would get both of them, because they're Nintendo, and they're like my favourite consoles. Because Mario games, even if they are pretty much all the same game these days, they're still fun, especially if they've got Yoshi in them. You know, it's kind of sad that my opinion on a Mario game is slightly based on if Yoshi's in it or not. Oh, no, it's just personal preference. Anyway, I'm a big Nintendo fan. But, so yeah, I guess I would get both of them, and that's why. Next person, the Welsh gamer, VII, as in 7. How fast is your internet, Paul? Freaking snail, mate. What? Stale, mate? No. I don't really know. It's not terrible, but like everyone I know seems to have better internet than us. I think the download is like averages at about 500 kbs. I think the package we get is supposed to be faster, but we use a router or a router, whatever you like to call it. I think we do anyway. And there's like multiple connections sharing it, so I don't know. It's decent enough for most things, but some multiplayer gaming can be a bit obnoxious with its lag and such. So yeah, it's fast enough for my needs, but could be faster. Next person, Marcus Storm XXV. What's with all these Roman numerals? I don't even know what number that is. X is 10, so XX means 20, and V is 5. Is it 25? Marcus Storm 25. I've figured you out. Question 1. If time should start to warp around itself, and you'd be stuck in... No, I'm not trying to make fun of typos, and you'd be stuck playing the same game over and 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 over. Whoa, time just warped. Again. Which would it be? Beware, I'm not asking which is your favourite. Well, probably whatever game I was playing at the time that time decided to start to warp. But you know, if I had a choice, it's hard for this question not to be asking what is my favourite, because obviously if I had a choice I would choose my favourite game. So the logical answer would be Doom, because with the endless amount of WODs out there, yeah, it will never get boring, and it's Doom, so it will never get boring. I'll spend eternity going through time with the demons. No, they kind of smell. But I want to make an interesting answer, but I don't really have an interesting answer. Then again, I wouldn't mind being stuck in time playing Binding of Isaac over and over, because that's always fun. And there's like a limitless selection of like combinations of items you can get. Also Skyrim would be nice to be stuck in. Yeah, one of those anyway. 2. Do you welcome innovation and challenge, even in understanding or feelings for new things? Whether they are music, games, films, books, or do you prefer them to be more routine, to follow a trend? I suppose both, really. On one hand, I like it to follow routine and like do what it's used to doing, or what I'm used to it doing, so that I know it will be another awesome experience. Like Dead Space, or something. Yeah, I guess Dead Space is an example. Like, I guess 2 kind of became more action-y and stuff. No, I don't know if that's a good example, because it's still the same game. It's still the same gameplay and stuff. But yeah, it varies. Innovation and stuff can be good because it can make something a new experience and you'll be like, whoa, what's going on? This is a cool new thing. But if it's like routine and such, it can be like, oh yes, it's another awesome game. I know this is going to be good. That came out weird. I mean, I know this is going to be good. Yeah, I know this is going to be good. Yeah, that's right. It's weird how that happens sometimes. I think my brain is just failing these days. But anyway, that's assuming I'm understanding what you mean properly. But then I'm only talking about games, really. With music, I don't know. I can't really say accurately because I'm not into music that much. Books, I don't really read enough. I've read like a total of 2 books in my life. No wonder I'm such a dummy. Say what? God, I'm such a dummy. Say what? Yeah. And films, well, they're cool. But I think, yeah. Wait, what do you mean they're cool? Of course they're cool. He's asking if that's not the question. I suppose I like movies to do different things. Well, I don't know, I guess the same as what I said for the games. That was a crap answer. Sorry. Just the best I can do. Next person. 6974. What the heck? Who makes a name entirely out of numbers? This person. It's alright. I need a bathroom actually, hang on. Dragon Duty. Right, the dragon's back. Yeah, 697. Oh wait, his name starts with 69. Who? Anyway, how many pork chops can I make out of you? That was a crap impression. An infinite amount. I'm bigger than existence itself. But the catch is, for every pork chop you make out of me, that's one bit of existence that you've destroyed and eaten. Probably eaten anyway. So I hope you're happy. Next person. Chris21345. Hey Paul, ever thought about doing a face cam thing that other LPers are doing with a webcam or something? It would be nice to have for horror games. I have often thought about it, and then one day I tried it with a Doom 3 mod. Or mod. It was the Phantasm, or Beyond Phantasm or something. Something like that. But I don't have the means to put a face cam thingy in my videos because I don't have the correct software to allow me to do that. But then I don't really want to become another face cammer, like the kind of person who only does horror games with a face cam for reactions and millions of views and stuff, because like, well, I don't know, because everyone's doing it and I don't want to become another one, and I'm probably more comfortable not having a camera on anyway, because I'm probably not that interesting to watch. So yeah, I thought about it, but it wouldn't work out because I can't do it, and I think it just wouldn't be good for me anyway. Next person, the man with no eyes. Oh, then how did you? Oh, I don't know. Are you going to do a playthrough of an underrated gem? It's probably what he meant. PS1 game called Tail Concerto, or Concerto, however you say it. Considering the game's full of furries, no, I've got nothing against furries, but I did look it up because, well, like, I looked it up like a week ago because that's when I read the comment originally, and now I'm just answering it. It does look like an interesting game, and then I looked up like what kind of prices it would be, and it seems expensive because I guess it's a rare game. So if I had it, I'd probably consider it, but I'm not willing to spend that much money for a game that yeah. So unfortunately it's extremely unlikely that I'll ever do it. Next person. But what is that in his picture? It's some guy with a chef hat. Bob Sinnell. Yeah. No, what happened? Why did the web page move down? Stupid spacebar. What is the difference between a duck? What? Duck and a what? What is the difference between a duck and a stand? That's what I think. No, I don't know. A difference. There is no difference. It's a duck, and it just is. It is all. It is everything. Get a duck today to increase your happiness. And yeah, 'cause it's a duck, and you can't live without one. Yeah. Righty ho, Bags. That was a very odd question. You take the prize for the weirdest question in this questions and answers, sir. Voice was going. Next person, iNobody9991. Numbers! What got you into Doom 3? Well, that's just the easiest question, because I love the old Doom games, and when a new Doom game came out, I was like, hell yeah, want? And then I enjoyed it, and yeah, that was it. And the world was complete. Next person, wow, that was quick. Sepsu Aramu. Why? What is your favourite vegetable, Paul? Vegetables. I hate vegetables, but my favourite. Well, no. To be fair, I'm just kind of scared of vegetables, and I don't try many. But of the ones that I've tried, my favourite would be sweet corn, because it's tasty. Peas aren't bad. I also like beans, baked beans, and I think lima beans are delicious. But the one that I would go with, actually, I don't know. I just can't ever say no to some tasty sweet corn. And second question, what about your favourite fruit? Happy face!
Oh, it's happy face!
I don't know, I don't eat many fruits either. Something about the texture. The banana. Bananas are the only ones that I can eat comfortably, I think. But then I don't really like bananas, because whenever I get a bunch I eat like one or two and then I go off them. But I tried apples occasionally and they're pretty yummy. I just don't like the texture because it's like crunchy in my mouth and it just doesn't feel right. And then oranges, there's like weird skin that I have trouble swallowing because when I try it makes me gag. It's not because it tastes sticky or something, it's just like the feeling of it. But I think of taste, probably apples. But they're the only three that I've really tried. I might love pineapples or something. I might love plums. Don't know about pears, but I've only tried the big three, so probably apples, despite my inability to eat them. Next person, we're almost at the end of this video, and there will be another one, don't worry. Elijah Wood. What? No, Elijah Kogar. What are your thoughts on the PS4? No, it's already been asked. I don't know, because I don't know barely anything about it. As in, I do know barely anything about it. And I haven't even got a PS3 yet. And, well, my dad has. And I've seen and played some games on it. Bits of them anyway. Nothing against PlayStation, I just haven't really got one and I don't really care at the moment. The PS4 will have like Final Fantasy 20 on it, and it'll be the best one ever. You know, if PS4 has a remake of Final Fantasy 7 or 8 or 9 on it, then my thoughts on the PS4 will be clear, I think. My thoughts will be want, more like need. For now, I don't really have any thoughts. Don't even know what it looks like. Right, and that's the end of this part, because we've come to another 30 minutes. So next part should be the last one, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it. Unless, of course, there are a flood of new questions after uploading this video. So, thanks for the questions so far. Hope you've enjoyed them. See you for probably the final part, part 3. Bye!